Hello guys, Ravage189 here, and we are here today for another episode of F1 2017 here on F1 2017. It is time for the USA Grand Prix, a track where it has been difficult in the past. Fingers crossed that that will not be the case here today, although you never really know because with these things, like I say, you never really know. I'm hoping for a good result here today. I don't know, it's been... Quality auto. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll have that. Right, okay. So, the USA Grand Prix. So, basically, what we've had here at the minute is... Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. We've had a tough qualifying. Like I said, I felt like the lap was okay. It was... You know, the car felt good, you know, we're at a home circuit, but we're only 13th. We're only 13th, and now we've just got to try and work our way through the field. Now, going into the first corner, it can be good, because obviously the cars get bunched up as they break behind one another. We can hopefully take advantage of that and make up a good few positions, and then basically just see how the race goes from there. Obviously, last time out, we got 4th place last season. We got very lucky with that. The weather helping us out quite a lot. And like I said, we were looking good for a podium finish, but unfortunately, Lewis Hamilton had other ideas and overhauled us. And like I say, at that stage, obviously, we were driving for Sauber. We didn't have a prayer in hell, a cat in hell's chance. Oh God, I need to get rid of that.
In 2012, we're almost ready to go then. And
like I said, this circuit came back in 2012. It was a race won by Lewis Hamilton after making a move on Sebastian Vettel. Both drivers at different teams back then. Vettel in the Red Bull, Hamilton in the McLaren. Vettel has a penalty, drops down to 6th. Interesting. Now, with it being Season 3, I'm not expecting much penalties, and indeed, that is the case with our teammate out-qualifying us. We are indeed in 13th. However, the Saubers look like they are genuinely starting to improve, although I think they were helped by the penalties. I need to turn that down, that's way too loud. It's one of the moments where you're looking for the remote control and you can't find it. Absolute lovely scenes here to start the day off. Where the frig is the remote? I need to turn it down, it's too loud! Where are you? I will find you. Do not hide from me forever. Okay, this is actually slightly worrying. Where the bloody hell is it? Is there anything on the side of the TV I can use? Crap! I don't like having the TV too loud. Right, just bear me. Having to find a remote hunting. Okay, there we go. Much better. Not so loud now. Okay, so we're going to start this race. Let's have a look at the race strategy. It is going to be sunny all through the race. It's a glorious day here in Texas because it's come back to Texas. It's not been the same since you went away. Don't you know your exit? Whatever the song is. Bowling for soup. Anyway, Right, anyway, let's start this race after a nice little song to get us started for the day. The 5 lights will count down once I've skipped the formation lap, which is this process right here. skipping the formation lap, moving the clock onto the floor because it distracts my eyes. 5 lights countdown at our home Grand, well, not our home Grand Prix, but the team's home Grand Prix. Here we go. At the best of start, slightly bogged down. We've already been passed by one. We need to come across now and block off the 2 seater. I like to think we can. We've hit someone. Yep, we straight into. You know, sometimes these things happen. We just need to make sure we don't make too many, because the problem we have, I tend to get warnings around this for. And Mercedes, good start. It's a 1-2 at the minute. Has got parties up. I don't think this Grand Prix. I think we're struggling. We try and break Ocon into the head, force him wide, and that's going to give Perez a run. In the Ferrari is just 9. Perez is through. Good move from the Mexican. For a few days I'm going to be a bit old, but here we go. So with quite a bit of free time this week, so just need to be careful and get as many races as possible. Ideally, I'd like the season to be over by the end. Valtteri Bottas is the one, so Hamilton's been jumped at this minute. We're alright, fuel okay. May need to work on it later on in the race. See. Oh, that's Verstappen running wide. It's giving Ricciardo a chance. It's brought us in. I'm back there with these guys. Off. That's what I mean. We just keep across it every time. It's something I struggled in league racing, just because in league racing you do tend to run the strict rules, which, to be fair, you know, leagues should be done. Don't really like all, no, not really. And we make a move on Sabat. Great move there. Just saw the opportunity for it. And Perez is causing more aggro. Go on, sir. Sergio keep it. Yes, he can. Great move from the Mexican driver. So far, so good. Pitting. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Up 16. That's it, guys. If you're new to this, right, I need to change that because that is bugging me. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to deal with the quality control. It's just not working well for me at the minute, which is really annoying. Basically, I don't have the best internet, so in order to try and make it run as smooth as possible, I have to run it in low settings, and it's really frustrating. Like I say, I'm new to this. I'm just building networking at the minute, so hopefully, as time goes by, I'll be able to, you know, just if I get the job I want, then I should be able to improve the internet later on, which is, you know, the dream. But until then, I beg all of you guys who are watching this on Twitch, YouTube, or whatever, just please bear with me. Your support means so much to me, and like I say, I will get things sorted. Here we go. Anyway, slightly wide there. After Ricciardo. It's like the Mercedes are interested in battling one another. Oh, Verstappen runs wide again. Surely this is going to give us DRS. It is. That's twice Verstappen's locked up and held up Ricciardo. But this will give us a double toe. Ricciardo tries and goes defensive, but we're going to go up the inside. We're going to go at the inside of both the Red Bulls. Oh, Verstappen though tries to hang it out. Doesn't quite work, youngster. And we are through. However, oh, we have run wide. And guys, we're in third place. Great start at the minute. So we do a 40.9. Hamilton looks like he's about to shape up Bottas for a move, probably on the next straight. I like it when a Force India gets in the mix as well. Force India bugging the hell out of the Red Bulls and Sebastian Vettel more than likely as well. Lap 4 out of 56. Bottas goes defensive, so he will run wide. That will give Hamilton the run he needs. Hoping that we can at least out-accelerate the Red Bulls down here, even though they are going to have DRS on me. Like I said, guys, if you're new to the channel... Oh, there we go! Hamilton trying to make a move round the outside. The two Mercedes touch. I've killed a bollard. And Hamilton takes the lead, forces Bottas wide and takes the lead of the American Grand Prix. We are going to put a sneaky move up the inside. It's called the Jensen Button maneuver. He did it quite a lot in the first race in 2012, and we are up into second place thanks to that. What a move. And little leader. Oh no, it's Vettel at the minute, isn't it? Vettel's leading because Hamilton's DNF in the last race. Or did he have DNF? I think Hamilton DNF. And look at that. I mean, I don't expect to hold that, but the fact that it's lap 5 and we've just done the fastest lap of the race, to me, that is just pure and unadulterated awesomeness. Yeah, ignore the words that I use sometimes. I just like big. They actually make a sentence. Like I say, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content coming your way. I also stream Elder Scrolls Online and FIFA 18 as well, so like I say, do please hit that follow button, subscribe to the YouTube page so you can see what's happened through seasons 1 and 2 and pretty much the majority of season 3 as well. I have got some uploading I need to do today, so that is something that's on my to-do list. Quite a lot to do today actually. I don't think we're that close to Hamilton to try and make a move near Bottas. Actually, you know what, we're actually pulling away. Where is this pace come from? Wasn't here in qualifying or in practice. I'm happy for it. I really am. Brakes, just to make sure we turn it nicely. Like I said, I don't expect to catch up with Hamilton. Don't expect to be here. Hamilton's a 46. We do a 41.2 again. Well, 41.2. Spider, welcome to the stream, buddy. It's nice that you've dropped by. Great stream the other day. You did it was really good to watch. The giveaway was quite fun as well. Best there from us. That's fine. So we've just got to get to lap 16. We've got 10 laps left on this stint. So there's one thing I know how to do around here, it's defend. Let's have a look. Vettel's still stuck behind the Force India of Perez. I'm liking this at the minute. Looking very fun. honestly, because I'm not getting the DRS down the straight. I'm running quite slow as well now. Like I say, Haas's home Grand Prix, they're going to be so happy with the job I'm putting in at the minute. It's a long way to go in this race still. Anything can happen. And we are about a second a lap slower than Lewis at the minute, which is probably what you expect. Like I said, we're okay in that first sector. That's fine. I'm just about hanging on. It's the rest of the... once again, it's a case of it's the rest of the track that I struggle at. I said it's slowing down. That's an issue through tight corners. And like I say, the more we defend as well, the more everyone else is going to catch up. So, like I say, we're in second at the minute, but I think we're going to be finishing low down in the points when this race comes to an end. I mean, hopefully, you know, we can put up a fight. Feels really nice putting that car up through where I need to. Uh, 41.4. So Hamilton's doing 39s at the minute, so I'm actually quite a lot slower than Lewis. But I'm not worried at the minute. I'm just gonna keep going, do what I need to do. At some point though, they will start closing in on me down this straight. They'll turn up the wick. Let's have a look at the fuel. The fuel is slowly going down. Like I said, it do seem like we've got a pretty healthy margin over Bottas at the minute. That's the best we've been through that middle sector for a while. 3 tenths instead of half a second. What do we do? We do a 41.3. God, we're struggling in a minute. But we've just got over a second on Bottas, which ideally is what we need so he can keep him out of DRS range. And like I said, this is my team's home Grand Prix at Texas here. We're racing at the Circuit de Texas in America. Or the Circuit of the Americas, as they call it. And like I say, guys, I do intend on doing the Mexican Grand Prix today as well. Hopefully once I've done all the little jobs that I need to do, like clean the kitchen, move the car, take back a box of chocolates. Hopefully if I get that all done as quick as possible, crack on then with the Mexican Grand Prix. Also, I've downloaded the Discord app onto my phone, so I'm going to try and figure out how that works as well. So if I can build even more networks, you know, that will help massively as well. We do 41.3. Actually pulling away. That was a really good lap from us there. Like I said, we've only had 2 podiums this season, both of them being wins. So I've not actually generally finished on the podium, you know, without winnings this season. So it'd be nice for that to change at my team's home Grand Prix. Hopefully, of course, I'm praying that, you know, we can stay here. 2, you know, if we do stay here, maybe Hamilton have some difficulties. That too would be really nice. 6 laps left of this stint. Look at that though, look at that! Look at the gap that those 2 cars that just come round that corner have. The next car behind, that's insane! Anyone wants to pit and do an early pit stop, you know, they're going to get a huge undercut because they're not going to come out in any traffic, so they can just get on with it. That was 1.2, it looks a lot closer now. Just 1.1, Hamilton's the one who's gone for the early pit stop. Don't think he's got anything to worry about. I've noticed though, on this game, Hamilton does tend to be the one who makes the early pit stops, which can throw his race into disarray. So we're actually leading now the American Grand Prix. This is fantastic. So we've got 5 laps before we make our pit stops as well. Let's have a look, see what's being said in the chat. Nothing yet. Like I say, guys, don't forget, if you're new, do hit that follow button. So, at the minute, the race is I lead after Hamilton's early pit stop. Why? I don't know. He's probably on an aggressive strategy again. Bottas 2nd, Verstappen 3rd, Ricciardo 4th, Perez 5th, Vettel 6th. Ocon was 7th, and then it was Kimi Raikkonen. Of course, I don't know what's going on behind me, so things could have changed. Tell you what, Bottas is looking a lot closer now. I'll tell you what though, those Red Bulls are hanging on to that Mercedes really well, and they've pulled away from Perez and from the Perez and Vettel fight. Does anyone pit this lap? Someone is in the pits. It's Bottas. Right, okay. This is slightly worrying because... Right, okay. We're going to get jumped here by at least about 5 seconds. Yep, they've gone for the undercut to try and get ahead of me, which is going to work. Oh, I can't. So Ricciardo now has clean air, so he is going to come after me. Was it lap 16 that wanted us to pit? It was. So we're going... Still going for a few more laps yet. This is really interesting. Although I don't like it really, because I've lost these positions because these guys have pitted early, going to do the undercut. But obviously I want my tyres to be as fresh as they can, so I'm going to be staying. strategy. Ricardo pit? No, but Ricardo is closing in on us at a rate of knots. And Hamilton's just gone across the line as well. Ocon's pitted. Vettel does fastest lap of the race, 38.0. Oh, I've gone wide as well. Oh, this is horrible. Someone's out. Someone's retired at the first corner. It's Nico Hulkenberg, my rival. So we're going to build some fuel while this virtual safety car's out. Oh, come on, that's not fair. That is not fair. I'm not having a drive-through penalty because of poxy freaking thing. Right, okay, so we're back up to racing speed, but Ricciardo is now going to be right behind me. Is he going to try and make a move into turn one? I don't think he's quite close enough, so we're going to take our normal braking line, clip the corner. Ricciardo has gone long into this Grand Prix, so what? Is he on the same strategy as me? Yeah, we've lost all grip going through that first sector now. We've still got 2 more laps yet to get this car to the pits. My thinking at the minute is just see how it goes, and then basically when we pit, we'll be on fresh tyres. We can set up after the guys that will be passing us. Now Ricciardo is going to be looking for a move. We go defensive. We're going to try and hang it round the outside. Ricciardo wheel banging with us. And so if you just hang it in there, more often than not, you will come out on top. No, Ricciardo pit. A minute. Oh, we went wide, caught the curbs a little bit. That's going to give Ricciardo a huge run at us. So we'll go defensive. Showed Ricciardo that if he's going to try it, we're going to be really aggressive on him. I've got nothing to lose. Like I said, they want me to finish 15th in this race. So I'm leading this race for the team. I'm going to be leading until I make my pit stop. Grosjean is now in the pits, my teammate. So both Hasses have gone quite long into this race. we are going to be coming out a long way behind. Going to be at least, we'll be in about 7th by the time we come out the pits. Ricciardo just doesn't quite have the speed. Hit the brakes, just go around. There we go. So we're pitting at the end of the next lap. We probably should have pitted earlier, but I don't like doing alternate strategies unless I really have to. Ricciardo pits. Ricciardo pits, and there's Hamilton, and Vettel is right behind as well. So Vettel has somehow managed to get past Perez and the Red Bulls too. So the two title rivals are going to fight it out for the lead at this American Grand Prix. And so we continue to lap 16. Hamilton pitted very early. It was around about lap 11. So he's only probably got about 5 more laps before he makes his pit stop again. So Lewis on his second set of softs. I'm going to go defensive because I want to be leading until I pit. Or it's going to be difficult because I think that Mercedes is quick in a straight line. Try and hang it around the outside. Can we do it? Bit of bumper cars going on there. I say this is for the team. No way am I letting them down here today. Okay, so there we go. This is where we find our fate. That is going to be Danny Ricciardo come round the final corner very soon. Perez is through. Is that Ricciardo? It is. Ricciardo's going to have a huge undercut on us. Who's the next car? It is Ocon on the Super Softs. So we have dropped to 7th. That is kind of where I thought we were going to be. Now, I would like to think, us being on the fresher tyres, we can catch up a little bit and pull away. We'll have to see. We went deep into the race to lap 16. There's Ricciardo. This is kind of where I expected us to be. So probably lap 32 they're wanting us to pit. Indeed. Between lap 32 and 40, I'll probably definitely pit on lap 32. Get them out of the way with and then spend 24 laps on the super soft tyres. So the question is, do we have the speed to catch up with the guys in front? Because if we don't, we don't. It's just one of them things. Be the best of the rest. Oh, it's Raikkonen. It is Kimi Raikkonen that Ocon was battling with, and Ocon's lost out to the fin. So, we're going to have a Ferrari chasing us now. said, I expected a hard Grand Prix here today. This is exactly what I've got. And we did indeed murder that bollard. Sergeant Hector, welcome to the stream, bud. Basically, difficulty, I've got it on. Oh, like I said, I'll do what I do every time someone add a friend. Like I say, difficulty, I've got it on 100, which is basically the maximum that Legendary can be before you dip into the Ultimate Zone. Assists, I have brake markers on for corners, which, you know, I ideally need. And like I say, there's other things as well. Automatic gearbox, of course, because I'm on a pad and there's no way in hell I'm going to try and do that. I have ABS on as well. It just suits my braking style. With the added fact that I have my brakes at 100% as well. I just like to brake as late as I can, really. And the car feels good. Like I said, I do have traction control on full as well, because I did try it out with it on medium when this game first came out, and you know what? I struggled. Australia was fine. It was fun. But I don't know. I don't like having a loose rear end. I like my rear end to be planted. So like I say, this is us now in Season 3 at Haas. We got 2 wins so far this season, our first 2 wins of our career mode. Basically started the season off at Toro Rosso, 1 in Canada. Then about 2 or 3 races later we moved to Haas. And we won the Italian Grand Prix there. Those are our only 2 podium finishes of the season. I was hoping that this race could be, you know, a little bit kinder to us, but that doesn't look like it's happening. The 39.4, Ricardo 7.7 seconds up the road. Are we actually making any inroads on him? I can't believe what a huge undercut he got on me. Because he pitted at the end of lap 15, I pitted at the end of 16. I know the Red Bull is generally quicker. In fact, he is still through that first sector, so he is pulling away. Nothing I can do there. And to be honest, you know, as long as I score points, I'm happy. Of course, I'll keep pushing and defending as much as I can, because, like I said, I've still got Ocon behind me, Force India, and a Ferrari, so those 2 will be fun to battle later on. Well, Raikkonen will probably battle later on in this stint. Ocon, I'll probably be able to stay in front of until he pits, and then obviously he'll be on the ultras. You know what? I think I've lost out to Ocon actually. Thinking about that, he's on the super softs at the minute. I'm on the ultras, and later on he'll be on the ultras, and I'll be on the super softs. So yeah, like I said, we'll just see how it goes. If I finish in 9th here, I finish in 9th. You know, it's a circuit that I struggle at. Like I say, U.S.A, Mexico, Japan are generally tracks that I do struggle at. So to get these races out the way would be fantastic. What do we do this time? We do... Look at that, Ricardo is significantly faster than me. The gap was 7.7 seconds when we crossed the line. It's now 9 seconds. I'm on fresher tyres as well. It shows you that how much pace the Red Bull has around it compared to my car. I mean, we were 2 seconds off pole time, so again, you know, I shouldn't really be surprised. We are slowly being reeled in by Kimi as well, but that's, to be honest, that shouldn't be a surprise, because he's, you know, in a Ferrari. His teammate is battling for the lead. Hamilton should be about to pit very soon. I'd like to think we've done enough to try and stay in front of the geezer. We'll have to wait and see. So we're pitting on lap 32, so we've still got 12 laps left of this stint. And like I said, there could be retirements and safety cars yet that could change the whole shape of this race. Probably caught a bit too much curve there for my liking. Okay, at least that lap we only lost a second to Ricciardo, so no, I could be happy with that. Like I said, I shouldn't be surprised. We gave them a good battle. We led for about 5 or 6 laps at our home Grand Prix. So, well, not obviously at our home Grand Prix, but Haas's home Grand Prix. So when I joined, they had no engine upgrades whatsoever, but they have done a lot of work on the aerodynamics. Aerodynamically, this car is quite good. Chassis-wise, it's crap. It has the most awful chassis on the grid. And obviously, engine-wise, good job. It's got a lot of grunt because they had no upgrades on the car whatsoever. I think we bought an upgrade not long ago to basically manage the fuel consumption. So Raikkonen right behind us now. Wonder when he'll be pitting. Yep, Hamilton in the pits. That'll be Hamilton coming out of the pits, and there he is. So Lewis already a pit stop in front of us. I'm not that bothered. So we'll eventually be in a race-winning car, and of course, if things get easy, that's when we up the difficulty to make it fun. But he's on the super soft tyres now, so how far will he go on that? Considering he's only gone about 11 laps, I'd imagine he'd go 22. So he's probably going to be pitting around about lap 44, car 44, pitting on lap 44. Here comes Kimmich. Go defensive as much as you can, squeeze him, and then go back to take the racing line. Stay ahead, which is good. But we've got 10 laps of this now. Oh, and Bottas has an engine issue, which, no, will work out in our favour. Ooh, Raikkonen looked like he actually ran wide going into that corner there. Oh, has Vettel just come out the pits? Someone's just come out the pits, unless Hamilton's already right behind Ricciardo, which I don't think I was that close to him, so I think Vettel may have jumped Hamilton. Oh, for God's sake, there we go. Well, like I say, the more you play this game, the more you'll get comfortable with it. Like I say, I ideally wanted the AI to be as strong as possible, but with this car being the Salvo, I thought, you know what, let's make it as hard as it was on 2016, allegedly, and then obviously we've got Ultimate, which ideally I probably will. Oh, there's your proof, Vettel in front of Hamilton, and like I say, I probably will up the difficulty when we get into faster cars, because you know, last thing I want to be doing in a fast car is be winning a race by about 20 to 30 seconds. You know, it's not what I want. Look at Raikkonen coming up like a bullet. Jeez Louise! Hampering Raikkonen's strategy at the minute, and I'm okay with that. Raikkonen had a very bad quali. I think he started 9th, believe it or not. Any cars in the pits? On the minute. Raikkonen going to try and make a move on me. Did a 39.9. Oh, he does! He does go for a move on me. I managed to hang it round the outside. I didn't expect him to just send one up the inside. Otherwise I would have defended. And like I said, we're at that stage of the stint now where my tyres are probably a lot, probably unhealthier compared to Kimi's, whose tyres won't be degrading as rapidly as mine. Plus, around here, I torture my tyres. Look at that, Kimi Raikkonen all over me, trying to figure out which way to go. Left, right, he's going for the left-hand side. I've got to squeeze him up against as far as I can. Probably not as much as I probably would have done. Kimi down my inside. Touch tyres, but I'm going to hang it round so I can have the inside to this corner. We're going to run in, make sure he doesn't get the, what's it, the switchback, the old switcheroo, and we hold on. Vettel 37.8. It just shows you how slow I am. I'm 2.5 seconds slower than that. There are cars in the pits now. Bottas being one of them. Sergio Perez also being another. Look at that. That's Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen comes out of the pits so I don't get in front of him, annoyingly. Now, with the stint that the leaders are on, will that work in Verstappen's favour? No, it won't, because Verstappen's on the ultras. Oh, you know what? I don't know. He could get the undercut on him. Oh! Oh, this is good. Perez has got issues as well. So Bottas and Perez both having issues with their cars. Mercedes having a bit of a mare at the minute. Raikkonen, he decides to go down my outside this time, which will turn to the inside for the next corner. I can't allow that, so I'm going to squeeze him as much as I can. Take the corner, allow myself to run wide, and Raikkonen has to back out of it. I would like to try and catch up with Max, but that's just not going to happen. Max is at least 1.5 seconds quicker than me. No one else in the pit. Nope, Ricciardo pitted a lap before I did, so he'll be pitting at the end of lap 31. I'm pitting at the end of lap 32. My tyres. 28%. Too bad. So I'm just, at the minute, I'm focusing on my own thing here. It's the only thing I can do. So I'm having fun as well, keeping Raikkonen behind me. Like I say, guys, I do apologise for not streaming as much as I could have done last week. Like I say, last week was a bit of a tough week for me. In real life, I had a few issues going on. This week, it's going to be back in business as usual. Raikkonen, oh, he's right up my inside. So, because of the way my life is, I don't really have a set time to streaming, which is annoying for my fan base. One day I'll have that sorted. Is that Ocon coming around that corner? I can't tell. I'll have to look when we go around the hairpin. Ooh, too much curb there. It's going to give Raikkonen a huge run at me in a minute. Is that Ocon coming around? Yep, you see a flash of pink. 5 laps left of this stint. Once again, we're going defensive. Oh, that time we actually turned across Kimi. My bad on that one. How's our fuel doing? 58, so fuel has stabilised. So we're losing ground all the time to the car front. So a bit surprised we haven't been offered first team driver yet at Haas, despite, you know, winning a race and, you know, scoring points consistently for the team. So if I have to begin next season with Haas, that's fine. I don't expect a team to come in for me. I'd like it, but I don't expect it to happen. Right, Kimi is a lot closer this time. Once again, we're going to go to defend as much as we can. I'm probably a bit too aggressive, but that is kind of how I defend. Like I said, guys, if you're new to the channel, do hit that follow button, please. It really helps me out. Of course, you know, at the minute I don't have anything like subs or anything. We'll get that sorted one day. That would be really nice. 12.8 seconds behind Verstappen. That is depressing. Let's have a look, see what's being said. Nianic, oh, thank you, Nianic. That really means a lot. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your stream, sweet. From what I saw, it was awesome. Like I say, I do need to get back into Overwatch again. I did have that game for a while. I don't know. I just struggle with it. I know. Oh, so Vettel's passed Ricardo. So Vettel is now leading the Grand Prix. He's a pit stop in front of Ricardo now. Ricardo's still got another 2 laps before he's pitting. Look at that. We've actually got quite a gap on Raikkonen down the straight. For the first time in a long time, we haven't had to defend going into that corner here at the Circuit of the Americas here in Texas. It's come back to Texas. It's not been the same since you went away. Don't you know your accent? Oh, I could never remember that bit. Never remember that bit by Bowling for Sleep. It really frustrates me because it was a really good song and I can never remember it. My memory is so bad. I said I'm 28 and I have a really bad memory. God knows what I'm going to be like by the time I become a OAP. I think it's safe to say we've ruined Kimi Raikkonen's race, but you know what? I'm happy with that. It's okay. I enjoy these battles even with cars that I shouldn't really be battling with. This brakes quite nicely. Is anyone? Who's that? Actually, that's the Mercedes. So I think Bottas has got his problems fixed because he's right behind Ocon. I think it's Ocon. It could be Ocon. Might be Perez. I don't know. Here we go. Raikkonen up my inside. We're going to squeeze it as much as we can. Go over back to the right-hand side. Take the corner. Sweep round the outside. And there we go. We defend once again. 2 laps left before we pit. Oh, we've gone wide there. Does that give Kimi a look? It probably will do. We're going to brake nice and early. Make sure we can get in. Make sure our back end doesn't step out or anything like that. And indeed, we do survive this time. Kimi looking very racy at the minute. Spread in. Trying to get the power down as quick as possible. That Force India is looking closer as well. Sorry, Hector. To be honest, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I have bad internet, okay, and I can't stream multiplayer as well, so that is frustrating. But it, like I said, streaming in 360p, it doesn't make the video buffer because obviously I stream from my Xbox, so I've got the laptop next to me, and like I say, it's just. When I watch it sometimes, I had it on auto at the start of this race and it was just buffering a lot. So since I've lowered the quality, it's not been too bad. It just frustrates me because I want you guys to have a good experience and enjoy it, but obviously, you know, with quality being as crap as it is, you know, you ain't exactly getting that in a minute. But like I said, eventually it will be sorted, I just don't know when. So here we go. Lap 31 out of 56. I can't believe we are already halfway through this Grand Prix. And I've only used 1, 2 flashbacks. Ideally, I wouldn't like to use any, but it's not in my nature. A slight little lift, power back down, but Kimi will probably... he will have a lot more grip than me at this stage, so he should be removed. Who is that Force India? It's really bugging me. Can't wait to be driving that car though, the pink brigade, as I call it. Alright, Kimi, is he going to go for the move? Once again, we go defensive. Get back over to the right hand side for the braking zone, turn in. And once again, Raikkonen can't do anything about us. Like I said, Ferrari, you want a driver that can defend me up. Although I don't intend on going to you yet. Maybe later on, because this only season 3. Still got seven more seasons to drive in. Ideally, I want to drive for every team, barring McLaren, because McLaren are just so bad on this game. Like I say as well, I can't believe Raikkonen's like 37 now. I remember when he was a fresh-faced youngster coming into the sport. Oh, Ricciardo is... Oh, I don't know. Ricciardo could be with Verstappen, actually, so me getting excited is probably worth nothing, because he was about 15 seconds ahead by the time Verstappen came out, so... Oh, I don't know. Well, like I say, 5th place, I can be happy with that. I mean, it's definitely not where we're going to be once we pit. I would like to think we will have the pace to at least try and make some inroads on Kimi, but that's not going to happen. We're 21.2 seconds. Like I said, I just don't have any pace around this circuit, as with Mexico, as with Japan. You know, it's just tracks I generally struggle at. So it is a question of trying to ignore that. It is just a question of trying to ignore that when you get to these races, because it does sort of demotivate you, because you know you're going to be struggling. But at the same time, I'm having so much fun, and there's Kimi up my inside once again. Will he make the move stick this time? He's... Oh, we touched slightly, he's still there. He's letting me know that he ain't going to be easily beaten. Gonna stick it to the inside line. Oh yeah, I'm pitting this lap as well, forgot about that. Here's me thinking, oh yeah, I'm just going to go on for another lap, it's fine. And I'm going to leave Kimi in the capable hands of Valtteri Bottas. Enjoy. Going to pit for our last pit stop of the race. I think Ricciardo's in the pits. Yes, he is. Let's not do what we did in season 1 and crash into the pit wall and lose our wheel. That was embarrassing. Like I said, there's no point being, you know, bigging yourself up and thinking, oh, I'm all this. You know, it's just, you know, it's not really what you want to be. You want to build a community, and you know, you want people to enjoy your races. Like I say, no matter how successful this channel might get, you know, it's always a big mind. You know, I'm always going to remain as humble as I am. You know, hopefully I'll be able to bring you games like Call of Duty, Battlefield 1, you know, Star Wars Battlefront, you know, those sort of games I'd like to do for you as well. But obviously, due to the fact that I can only really do single-player games at the minute, you know, I have to pick very carefully. And of course, F1 2017 is the forefront, because you have a 10-year career mode. Obviously, I'm doing full distance as well, so that is a challenge in itself. So we're going to be on these tyres now to the end of the Grand Prix. We've fallen down to 9th. I don't know whether Perez is having any issues. Now let's remember, Kimi has to pit again. Perez has to pit again. So does Bottas. So it's going to be an interesting one to see where we come out in regards to these guys. All I can do is just racing wise. Now my teammate is also in the points for Haas, so I can be very happy with that. So at the minute it could be a double points finish for Haas here today. Alright, so Perez is 11.6 seconds down the road. So we can get him when he pits. Now we just need to make sure they don't get too far ahead. Now let's see what the gap is after the middle sector. The first sector I generally seem to be quite quick anyway. We're 14.8 seconds in front of Grosjean. Can I just say, Hector, thank you for saying that, by the way. That really meant a lot, just saying that I'm your kind of streamer. That means a lot. And like I say, Nianic, or however you pronounce that name, like I said, just thank you for, you know, even if you're lurking, thank you for being in the stream. It just means so much, because obviously you're, like, in my eyes. And so to have you lurking, if you're still here, you know, just means the world to me. Right, so we're pretty much a whole straight behind these guys. I would like to think that we can do something. just keep reeling them in bit by bit. But actually the gaps did say 11.6, and like I said, I know for a fact I don't have the pace around here. 11.9, so they are pulling away, which is slightly frustrating. We may get lapped in this Grand Prix as well. So we've pulled out a second on our teammate already. So that is where we are. This is where we are. Every car in front of us is faster than us, and every car behind us seems to be quite slower than us. Oh, there's two cars in the pits. It's Ocon and Raikkonen. We do our fastest lap, and we move up into 7th place. Oh, Kimi has to deal with me again. Oh dear, what a shame. Oh dear, it's the other Force India. The other Force India has just literally come out the pit, and straight away he gets the message over the radio saying we have some engine issues at the minute, you may be a bit slow for a while, which is going to be really annoying for him considering he's just lost out to me. Like I say, guys, I do post out as well on various social, well, mainly Facebook, different groups on Facebook. I should probably use Twitter as well, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, find me on Raratron89. Basically, I'm going to start tweeting when I'm about to go live again. I did start that originally, but obviously I don't really have that many followers on there, so I kind of stopped that. But you know what, I'm going to keep doing that. I post to the twitch.tv streamers group on Facebook to see whether any various streamers will be interested in watching my stream, even though I don't exactly have the best quality. I also post the F1 2017 PS4 Xbox PC group as well. Let's see if anyone will be interested. Also, Motorsport Gamers group as well. Like I said, if you guys, any of you guys are interested in being a part of these groups, do just search them. So it's Motorsport Gamers, the F1 2017 PS4 Xbox, yada yada. Find that. And of course, if you're a streamer as well and you want tips on how to grow your channel, and you want people, nice friendly people to help you, twitch.tv streamers group. They are an amazing group of people. I joined about a month ago, and it's just probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. So many nice people there. Once again, we're going to have Kimi Raikkonen all over the back of us. So once again, from lap 30, we've got 20 laps of Kimi Raikkonen. But he's going to be really annoyed at us, but at least this time we're on the same compound of tyre. How long he was on them tyres for, because he didn't have enough in the tank over a course of a lap. Oh, Raikkonen's got an issue as well. Oh, what is it with all these big guns having issues? I mean, is it that point of the season? Oh, I can use this to my advantage and basically fight, run away. Voted by Captain Jack Sparrow himself. Someone's out. We've got 18 runners left. It's Bottas! Bottas is out of the race, and we have a virtual safety car once again. So we're going to knock it down to lean. Just try and go down. There he is, pulled off on the left-hand side. It's probably just an engine failure. He did slow down earlier on in the race, so I think maybe the problem was temporarily fixed, but not too much. And Bottas out of the American Grand Prix, so that moves us up into 6th place. I'm very happy with that. My team will be very happy with that. Come on, let's get that down. Let's get that back into the green. Come on. So basically, if you're unaware what's going on, we've got a virtual safety car situation, which we've kind of brought in about a couple of years back. Basically, you have to stick to a delta time. You can't race at full speed, so that way they have time to recover the car. It's not quite a full safety car. Safety car ending. Can we come on? There we go. straight away we'll just up the speed now. Yeah, so basically you just have to run around the track, stick to the delta until it ends, and then yeah, there's been quite a few people that do get punished for it though. Now will that have sorted Kimi's problem out? Because Kimi's quite racy again. 13 seconds behind Perez. Now 13 seconds isn't enough to stay in front of me when the pit stops come, and I'm pretty certain Perez will have to pit again. We'll see what happens there. I think that's Perez in the pits actually. So can we move up into 5th? That would be nice. I think Raikkonen's problem's fixed. He's looking much more racier. Unless he's got a brake problem. That would be interesting. We are indeed up into 5th place. Thank you, Bottas. I knew Perez had to pit again, which has helped us even more. Perez is going to be on the super soft tyre. I can't imagine him trying to get 16 or 18 laps out of the Ultras. I don't think we're really built for that, so I reckon he will be on a fresh set of super soft tyres. We are 26.3 seconds behind Verstappen, so that's not going to happen unless he has a problem or, oh yeah, various problems. We are pulling away slightly from Raikkonen. So Raikkonen continues to have his issues. Perez is going to catch him, and then we'll have Perez for company. Top 5 is indeed an awesome result. If things stay like this, I didn't expect it. We started 13th in this race, and like I said, to be honest, season 1. I tried to overrun my stints out there. I basically just kept going until my tyres hit the 70% mark, which didn't work at all. And in the end, I was running around near the back of the grid, and I ended up locking up, hitting the pit wall on the way into the pits. So that was me out of the American Grand Prix in Season 1. Season 2, obviously now we're a lot more experienced. We just go and stick to whenever there is they want me to pit. And it rained for the first part of the race. We got up quite high. We were running in 2nd for a while, I think, wasn't it? Could have got 3rd, but Hamilton was just too quick for us and ended up pulling away. And somehow we hung on to 4th place. We were battling Perez on the final lap, which was, you know, super fun. And I think once again we're going to have Perez for company for the final half of this race as well. Like I say, the only things I use flashback for is penalties, because I don't like penalties. I just think, unless it's, I don't know, unless it's something that I can't do anything about, then I'll accept it. But like corner cutting, it's like you're gonna run wide. It happens. But like I say, if I have incidents with cars, I've made it a rule for this season. If I have incidents with cars, I'm not flashbacking, because at the end of the day, I'm in a car now that can recover from those sort of positions. So it's made a couple of races interesting this season. I think Austria was one of them. Hang it in. And of course, with Bottas' retirement, that means Grosjean moves up a place to 9th. So it's looking good for Haas for a double points finish. Oh, Raikkonen and Perez battling into the first corner. Raikkonen, of course, having his engine issues at the minute, being hounded by the Mexican. I say, guys, next race we will be at the Mexican Grand Prix yet again. Another track. Oh, hello, what's going on? Something's happened. Something's happened between Raikkonen and Perez, and I think Perez has spun off. Oh, they were side by side through the fast corners. Let's have a look. Who is it? Oh, this is not good. It is. Oh, Perez loses the back end. And yeah, so that was interesting. Perez, lucky enough that it wasn't a retirement or anything. You don't pass unless you can definitely make the move. You don't pass through that part of the track. Nice, we've still got 6 to this Grand Prix, so if Raikkonen continues to have his problems, I say we've pulled about a 5-second gap in him now, which is good. Perez should be able to reel him in quite nicely. Hamilton, fastest lap of the race, 1:37.2. And so I think I remember watching this race in 2013, and that thing up there, that tall structure, I think Taylor Swift sang the national anthem. Some track history there for you. Back in her sweet innocent days before, oh, look what you made me do, you know, stuff like that. Oh, hello, who's that coming out of the pits? Oh, it's a lap car. It's a Toro Rosso. Why is there a Toro Rosso back there? First car that I'm going to lap anyway. I say, guys, let's not forget, Toro Rosso was the team I started this season with, so why are they all the way down there is beyond me. And who is it? Is it Kvyat? I'll say who's not actually driving for the team anymore. Looks like so we've still got, oh no, the season's over. No, it hasn't. Oh, we've still got 2 races left, Brazil and Abu Dhabi. So yeah, we have the actual drivers that are driving for Toro Rosso on this game, who started the real season off, ain't actually there. One's moved to Renault, the other one's been sacked. Oh, Hamilton, what a lap! 36.8. He must be on a fresh set of tyres now. Blimey. Oh, put the power down a bit too early. Back end snakes a little bit. Perez looks like he's caught back up with Raikkonen again. I'm 47.3 seconds behind the leader. A little depressing. Oh, Perez makes a move into the first corner. Does he hold it? Oh, Raikkonen's battling him again. Raikkonen's basically doing it to Perez. Oh no, Perez this time succeeds. So we're going to have a very angry Mexican coming after us now, but we are 6 seconds ahead. That's probably not going to last long. Probably get to about lap 47 and then it'll be right on me. So we are probably going to have 10 laps battling the Force India of Sergio Perez. Not battled for a while, so we've had time to recharge our batteries. Our fuel's looking okay. We're still in the plus, which is good. Somehow. You know what's worrying? I've not caught this blooming Toro Rosso yet. I feel like Perez already taken 8 tenths out of me. So much quicker than me, and the fact that he's got a Mercedes engine in the back of that car means he's going to be so much quicker on the straights than the Ferrari. Ooh, I had to hit the brakes quite hard there. Who's that in the pits? Oh, is that Sauber? Team I drove for. Ooh, it is, it's Pascal Wehrlein, who was my teammate for season 1 and 2. course, these guys are almost a lap behind me. As Perez continues to reel me in, I'm not worrying about it too much. I held Perez off here last year in an underpowered Sauber. I'd like to think I could do it in a more powerful Haas car. Guys, you're getting blue flagged. Why are you not letting me through? It's Sainz. Sainz, the guy who I replaced at the first half of this season, and then who re-replaced me once I moved to Haas midway through the season, is quite low down. Well, in fact, he's battling for last place with a blooming Sauber, and I don't know what the Sauber's trying to do there, but he's probably lost a couple of car lengths on it. That's it. I prefer to chase. There's just something about chasing, although the gap is now 2.9 between myself and Perez. So I'm too focused on these guys. I'm not worrying about the sod behind me. There he is. Like I said, I know he's quicker, but I also know that this is one of the tracks where you can defend really well. Look at that! Oh, that's because the Sauber's on the Ultras, and the Toro Rosso is on the Super Softs. So the strategy has not worked out for Toro Rosso at all in this race. Maybe he had a wing change, which is why he's so far back. So we open the DRS, which is the drag reduction system. Allows a little flap in the back of the car to open up. You can gain a lot more speed down the straights. It was introduced in 2011 to improve overtaking. Hard. At least we get DRS this time. Oh, he's moving out of the way. Gonna just dive around the outside and leave those two to the battle. Well, it said Perez was about a second behind me, being held up by the Sauber and the Toro Rosso, which works in my favour. Oh, don't know what happened there. Toro Rosso got well out of shape going into the hairpin. Well, Perez is through, so now Perez can come after me. I think Kimi Raikkonen's got his engine issues sorted, so he is right behind them now. Less than a second behind me, and there you can see the little arrow. So here we go now. It's lap 45, so it's not quite lap 47. I would have liked to have 9 lap battling instead of 11, but this is what we've got. This is what we've been dealt, and this is how we're going to handle it. He is indeed on the Super Soft. 3 turns behind me. Perez, I don't think he's going to hang about. Indeed, he's not. Going to force him to the outside. Try and get the power down as quick as we can. Oh, he's still there. He's kept his car in. I can't close him off. Perez, is he still there? He's backed off. I think he learnt from Kimi Raikkonen. I say the power of that Mercedes engine is what's going to help him here. I've got to have faith in my engine, and I kind of do a little bit. But there's Raikkonen, so Raikkonen is indeed back up to full racing speed. So we're going to force him wide. Perez will want revenge on me after I held him off last season. Going to hold it round. Oh, we've tapped. Get the power down quite nicely. Instead of fighting off one car, we've now got to fight off two. That is going to be rather fun. Well, at least we didn't touch the curb that time. That's actually quite nice. We should be okay to take our normal racing line without having to defend or anything like that. We don't run wide. Does Raikkonen make a move? No, he doesn't. Raikkonen, who's like 40 years old now, as we're in season 3, we're in 2019. Perez goes super defensive. Oh, you're caught on the curbs. Oh, Perez is in front. Gonna try. Perez is through. Perez makes the move. Ooh, that was ambitious. That was very ambitious. I thought I could have just about done it. Good move from the Mexican. Got to get DRS at least. That might help us. As I've already said, I prefer to chase than be chased, so we can somehow stick it with him, which I highly doubt because he's just got some awesome pace around here. I really thought I could sneak it up the inside. It didn't quite work. There we go, there goes Sergio Perez. Absolutely nothing we can do about him now. We've just got to try and hold back Kimi Raikkonen. Top 6 sounds a lot better than a top 7. Like I said, we've proved that we can hold Raikkonen back. Like I said, for Raikkonen has the same engine in the back of his car that we have in mine. Oh, we've actually come together with Raikkonen. Raikkonen spun. Oh, tell you what, the amount of times that's happened at least once every time I've been here. Not happy with that. Definitely not happy with that, but there we go. How long will it take Raikkonen to recover? We've still got 7 laps left of this Grand Prix. Where are the leaders compared to where we are? Like I say, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that follow button so you can see more and more. Like I say, we're probably going to have a similar race in Mexico, considering we struggle around there as well, which should be entertaining for you guys. Like I said, subscribe to the YouTube page so you can catch up with what's happened throughout seasons 1, 2 and 3. Get the hairpin slightly run wide a little bit. Tell you what, that Sauber is doing a really good job at the minute. He's past the Toro Rosso. He's actually hunting me down. Shows how bad my pace is at the minute. Gap was 4.4, it's now about 5.6, no 5.1. Oh, hello. There's a blue dot on the same straight as me. That is Sebastian Vettel. That's how far the leaders are. So I might be able to make it to lap 55 instead of having to do 56 laps. Oh, I had to hit the brakes really hard there. I was going to absolutely swing off the track. Raikkonen's reeling me back in once again, so I don't think this fight is over. Not by a long shot. Like I said, guys, I do apologise that the quality is not as good as you'd like it. I don't have the best of internets, so I'm just making do with what I can get away with at the minute. So I just ask that you bear with me whilst I get it sorted eventually. Can't believe I'm being chased by a lap car. Go away! That's Kimi. I think I just saw a flash of a Mercedes. Right, is it Hamilton who's leading? If Hamilton's managed to lead this Grand Prix, then he's worked the strategy out really well. Brakes, try and flip the curb, get the power down, stay off the curb. Verline is in DRS range. Tell you what, Sauber, I mean, obviously I spent 2 years upgrading that car. They've obviously added some major upgrades and it's helping them. I mean, ideally they're probably not where they'd want to be. Of course, last season they ended the season on 64 points. This season they've scored none. Signing up Mercedes or whatever. Oh, where? No, that's Vettel! That's Vettel behind me! It's not Raikkonen! Where the hell's Raikkonen? Oh, that is Raikkonen. Oh, here's me thinking I'm about to get lapped. It's just Raikkonen catching up with me. God damn it! We'll have to do all the laps in this race. No! go. Verline lets him through, goes offline. So 4 laps of me versus Raikkonen. A battle to the death. Like I say, top 6 is a lot better than a top 7. Very racy, so here we go now. Raikkonen's got up my inside into the first corner, he's wasting no time. It does force us off a bit, and Raikkonen is through. He wasted no time, and there was just absolutely nothing we could do. He is on fresher tyres than me, but he's not that fresher. Ah, I'm gutted. I really am gutted. I think Raikkonen's running a rich mix. Ferrari wins. Just got me into turn 1. There was absolutely nothing I could do. Ocon's 8th. I forgot about Ocon actually. How was he behind? 8 seconds. 3 laps left of this race. Still got bloody Verline for company. U.S.A. Anyone say what go away is in German so he'll understand? I said there is more improvements to this car that can be made before we can start challenging. You know, like I said, 7th place is where this car should be. Like I said, it's just unfortunate we couldn't quite stay in the top 6. Well, to be honest, I probably should say it's probably top 8 where this car should be now, because obviously we've got Ocon in the Force India. Obviously the Force Indias, with the recent patch, have been absolutely upgraded to the max. They are, you know, a huge competitor. That's a penultimate lap. It's been a good race. It's been a fun race. We've not drifted away as badly as we have in the past around here. Like I say, obviously season 1 we crashed out. Season 2, obviously still in the Sauber, the car behind me. That one there, to be precise. We got 4th, but we were kind of lucky that we got 4th due to the wet weather conditions that we had at the start of the race, and then obviously once it dried up, we were about 3 seconds a lap slower than a lot of the cars around us, so we got overhauled. Like I say, I was battling Perez on the final lap, and we just about came out on top of there. Perez obviously wins the battle here today. Final lap now. Vettel wins the American Grand Prix, so he'll extend his championship lead. Like I say, so far, throughout season 1 and 2, Bottas won the 2017 championship, Hamilton won the 2018 championship by some margin, and Vettel is looking good to win the 2019 championship. I'm running in rich mix. I should be powering away from that car. Oh, hello, someone's out. Someone's out. I think it's Kimi. I think Kimi's out of this race. Have I been gifted a position right at the end? Yes, I have. Kimi Räikkönen out. There he is. Oh, dearie me. Scenes at Ferrari. Jubilations for the win. And heartbreak on Kimi's side of the garage. His car let him down on the final lap. And we are gifted 6th place. Thank you very much, Codemasters. I will take that. Round the final corner. There we are. It's 6th place in Texas. More points for Haas. And that Sauber's actually up my inside. Good!
A hard-fought win today then, after a very difficult race. So,
See, concerned there. We weren't properly celebrating on the wall.
The difference was clearly in the strategy.
Probably understandable why with what happened to Kimi. Ricardo actually finished on the podium for Red Bull, so that'll be good for them. Kvyat's happy. Why is that? Oh, Kvyat scored a point in 10th.
Without a talented hand in the wheel, of course.
He actually finished there in real life. It was either 10th or 9th, one of the one. But Vettel will be absolutely ecstatic. Continued. I mean, he started in 6th, so he had a lot to do in this race, and it was after first set of pit stops, he was well ahead. Because at one point, he was behind Perez. Welcome to the stream, buddy. You've just missed out on a really exciting race.
So then, it's time to see how this result.
There we go, guys. Your classifications of this amazing United States Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel wins the USA Grand Prix. Hamilton 2nd, Ricardo 3rd, Verstappen 4th, Perez 5th, I came 6th on a 2-stopper, so that wasn't actually too bad. It's the same as Ricardo, so we didn't have to make an extra pit stop unlike the others. Ocon 7th, Raikkonen was classified in 8th in the end, despite retiring on the final lap, so double points finish for Ferrari at least. Grosjean 9th, Kvyat 10th, there's Palmer, Massa, Alonso, Ericsson 14th, Van Dorn 15th, Stroll 16th, Verline 17th, Sainz, what, 2 laps down, was it? Yeah, 2 laps down and a 10-second penalty. Bad race for Toro Rosso there. Bottas out and Nico Hulkenberg out, my rival, so that will help me tremendously. The standings are as follows. Vettel now has a 9-point lead over Hamilton going into the Mexican Grand Prix, which is exactly what he needs. He just needs to keep doing that, because at the minute Hamilton he can start well in races, he just can't finish them, and he keeps going on the aggressive strategy, so that isn't helping him either. So like I say, no other changes. We are 6 points behind Perez now. Obviously Ricciardo moves to within 12 points of us. Any other changes? Nope. The constructors? Nope. We stay in 6th place on 92 points. We are 31 points behind, or 29 points behind Haas. So hopefully we can close them down very soon. We stay in front of Renault, which is good. Is there an invitational event? No, there's not. Well, there might be. I don't know yet. We'll see. So, guys, if you liked what you saw today, don't forget to hit that follow button, please. Help me out tremendously. How many points do we get for this race? Move on to 653. Renault and Williams continue their interest. Nothing's happening. Why am I not team number 1? I need those extra points. Oh dear. What I'm going to do is... Right, okay. So we did actually move into the yellow on the MGUH there, so we'll use that in practice, I think. So that's 53, that's 55, yeah. So we'll use that one in practice. We'll use number 4, which is actually on 44. Okay, so we're going to move back and use our practice ones now. 37, 35, so not much in them. I'm going to 41%, so I'm going to unlock the MGUH. We will order a grid drop. So on 44. I'm going to use that one in now, but I probably will unlock that one as well. Just make sure we have a whole fresh batch for the race there. So it means taking a sacrifice in Mexico. That's 36. So, oh, they're both 36 actually. So I'll leave that. Leave that as it is. That's fine. 39, 40. So again, not much in that. Turbocharge will be fine. Like I say. What I am going to do is unlock everything else. So we have a whole fresh set for the next race. So we'll move to next weekend. Obviously I won't use them components during practice. I'm taking a huge hit here so I can make sure that I've got, you know, the fresh components to help me out during the course of the race weekend. And like I say, guys, that is probably going to be it for this stream here today. I may get another one out done by about lunchtime, depending on the various things I need to do around the house. So, like I say, we'll put out on the various Facebook groups and Twitch and Twitter. And of course, if you guys want to like hit me up on the Xbox or whatever, add me. I'm ESR Forzarara. You know, add me and whatnot and talk to me if you wish. Twitter, of course, same thing. I pretty much reply to everything. And like I say, guys, we'll see you very soon for the Mexican Grand Prix.
Hey, good to see you again.
Oh, we've got upgrades.
Sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig.
Oh, lovely way to end this this episode. We've got an engine upgrade. Sweet. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon.